Ladies and gentlemen, Hana McCartney.
You hear it in the wind. I can see the stars in your eyes. Forget the tears. Let's die tonight. You're my angel. White lines of lust, I feel my body burning up. You're my angel dust. White lines of lust, I give you all my trust. It's not enough. My adrenaline kicks in, the feeling of euphoria again. I'm so close to the edge, just one more step, and it's the stand in the doorway, cigarette still lit in the ashtray. I see your face start to change. You're trying to think of the right thing to say. You're my angel dust. White lines of lust, I give you my life, it's not enough. You're my angel dust. White lines of lust, I feel my body burning up. I feel my body burning up. I feel my body burning
Hey, Grant Starr here. We're back on the Eagle with Hana McCartney, and she's an incredibly talented young, indie rock or just throwback.
I'm not trying to stick to a certain genre. I'm just trying to get a point across with a song, and I don't care if it doesn't match the sound of another. I love Amy Winehouse. I would never pass up an opportunity.
And I hear her, and then, it's been a while since names like Lana Del Rey. I mean, this is the type of, femme pop royalty that we're throwing around here for this young lady.
Oh my gosh.
So, and those are influences of yours. Tell me more about what their music means to you.
I just like Lana and Amy because most women, they sing so high-pitched, and I love hearing women that sing deeper and sing about topics that women don't necessarily sing about, because men sing about abuse and stuff like that, and everyone's like, oh yeah, whatever. But when girls do it, it's more I guess, outgoing because you don't really talk about it. It's kind of like a shunned thing in society, anyways. So hearing about women struggle with like drug addiction, abuse, like it's very different to hear coming from a woman, especially women that sing so melancholy. Because I feel like women are put into a box where they have to be like pop or they have to act a certain way. And like, I'm a shy person. Like, I grew up shy. So I never thought I could do music because of the other women I had seen until I got more into classic rock and saw people like Joan Jett, Nancy Sinatra. I love her. She has a more Lana, melancholy vibe.
You're right.
So, yeah.
I like something you said earlier. She said she likes a lot of reverb in her music or in her voice, and she said, "I want to sound like I'm coming from inside your head." I was like, "That's a good like a goal."
Yeah,
you know what
trip.
you want from the listening experience.
So new music, you've got a full length done,
Mm-hmm.
and you were in the studio. Tell me about that. Yeah, and you did something super quirky, for lack of a better word. Like you sit when you perform. You like to sit. So talk about the recording process, and even when your live shows, how you just sit down.
I recorded all my songs sitting on the floor, and it was funny because when I came in and I met Mike, they were like, "You're gonna sit on the floor?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Okay." So they kind of had to learn how to set everything up a different way. Because I literally just sat on the floor crisscross and sang all of my songs. And I have terrible posture, so I sat like this, and I'd have to like look up like this. So I was in like a weird position to be singing in general. And then I didn't think about it when I had to start singing live. I was like, wow, I'm going to have to stand now. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm so used to sitting down and singing, but I'm trying.
All right. Hey guys, what's up? Hana McCartney and Mike Williams here. We're going to play another song off the album. This one's called Freedom is My Religion. One of the biggest influences for both of us is Creedence Clearwater Revival. John Fogerty's vocals are amazing, and just the overall vibe of the band is, something that we both kind of bonded on when she came into the studio that I worked at and started recording this album. So we wrote this, kind of semi on the spot, but also, a little bit over a couple days. But it's a tune that's really close to our hearts, and we both love it. It's kind of our band favorite for the time being, besides the song called Nicotine, if you will. So, you got anything you want to say about it?
It's good. You're gonna like it.
That's a great branding statement right there. We love it. Sweet. Feel good? All right.
The sun makes its way to the sky. I call that tequila sunrise. The bittersweet breeze that blows the autumn leaves away. The only thing that keeps me going is the fear of never knowing what lies beyond living. Chasing that high, trying to feel alive, no consequences or judgment to face me. Freedom is the only thing I believe. Freedom is my religion. Nothing like driving down the road, feeling the wind, and that's when I am free. There's no one in the sky listening to my cries as I watch my own mother fall apart. She did everything herself and no one would help her. Don't you dare tell me it's a blessing from God. And here I sit in the land of the free, but money is everything. Existing has a fee, and not the freedom you see on the TV. The freedom to love and to be. Freedom is the only thing I believe. freedom is my religion. Nothing like driving down the road, feeling the wind. And that's when I am free. And that's when I am free.
Welcome back to Silver Eagle Sessions Volume 2, which coincidentally also means peace. You'll see more today. We have Hana McCartney on the Eagle. Stay tuned. So we've had quite the spiritual experience just on our journey, because it has been about the journey. Making it here on the Eagle today, I'd like to welcome Hana McCartney and Mike Williams, her guitarist.
Yes, thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us on the Eagle. And Justin, what's been going on, just first off, before we even get to talking to the very talented Ms. McCartney, what's been going on with the process of putting this Eagle back in the air?
You talking about in terms of mechanical or audio?
Yeah, what have you been doing? Like, we're going to paint this thing?
Yeah, we're going to paint it for too long. I've been still working on the body work. I've been busy with gigs and stuff here the last couple of months, so haven't gotten a lot done, but we're getting there. And yeah, I'm just really excited to have these incredible artists here, because that's what we were aiming for. We wanted top quality on here, especially on the very first episode. We wanted top quality, and so thank you guys again for being a part of it and being top quality and being local top quality. You know, it's
Thank
like
you. Absolutely.
you guys have a national quality sound at a local level right now, and that's what we're into. So.
And we'll talk more about Hannah's progressing career and the album creative process that's been able to get her to this point as we get along. I just want to, kind of kick things over to you guys a little bit, and thank you so much once again. So, you're here, you got your bell bottoms on. Like,
Yes.
You look like you're straight out of, like, 1963, like, somewhere in Southern California or something. You've got the whole peace,
How
love,
I should be.
hippie vibe. So just, like, tell everyone just about your style a little bit.
I mean, since I was a really little kid, maybe like 6, I found the Beatles, and I only listened to the Beatles my whole life until I turned 12. And then I just branched out into more 60s stuff, and then I was like, I can't stand this decade anymore. I gotta go back. So I'm just trying to bring it back to myself.
Nice.
Cool. And Mike, we've already cut a couple of tracks here on the Eagle.
Yeah.
You did one with the electric, one with the acoustic, and everything sounds amazing before we even got to edit that, and we'll show you that at the end of the episode. But you're over here making music with Hannah. You have a vibe. Tell me more about, like...
We try and just craft this sonic soundscape, if you will. We want to be able to give a modernized look into what that era sounds like. At least in my perspective. And it's been a fun challenge, I'd say,
because she's very much a poet when she writes lyrics.
And we're definitely going to get into that. I want Hannah to talk more about her songwriting, because as you're only 20 years old. Has anyone ever even broken your heart?
Yes.
I mean, that's
a good question.
That's very... It's coming from somewhere. I was like, your parents are together, and, like, talk more about, like, your early years as to what made you who you are, who molded you.
Well, I mean, there's more to heartbreak than just like, oh, some boy broke my heart. Your heart, like, a dog could die, and you could write a song about that, and someone could interpret it as, oh, like a breakup song, or a family member, like a love between a family member that's gone. So most of my music isn't necessarily based on romantic things. It's just me putting feelings and trying to make it more so everyone else can like it and interpret it their own way. But I know what it's really about.
And you sing everything so sweetly, but the subject content is intense. And
yeah, I like the contrast, because the feelings and words are very dark and macabre, but the music itself really isn't. It's almost like, a floating vibe or an angry vibe.
Yeah.
It's never really the exact emotion I'm trying to convey through my words. It's always the opposite.
That was one of the fun things about when she first came in and brought these songs to the studio that I work at, which is how we met. And when I started playing guitar, I was like, man, it's like she's singing so beautifully these lyrics that are so not destructive or just very like, they're so intimate and so just like, man, some of them just stab you in the chest, and it's just that feeling of like loss, but also you're gaining something through loss in a way.
I like that it's not, it's not just they didn't give the obligatory answer,
Yeah.
It's like
that's
you guys have a feeling about it, and you have a story behind it,
This is why they're here. This is why they're here. Talking about the recording process, go ahead and give a shout out to your hometown studio and like everyone that helped you put this album together.
Soundhouse Studios.
Yeah. When do we have a kind of a timetable? Sometime this summer?
This summer we're going to start doing some more stuff.
Yeah, and you've got some promotions like set up, and they're going to be pitching you to college radio and that, and you're going to be getting out there and doing some touring across this beautiful United States and get out there and...
Yeah, I hope I'm in a bus like this.
Right? Well,
It might take you somewhere
it might
one
take
of these days.
Yeah.
Hit the road.
Oh, do you have a name for the album? What are you going to call this project? Do you know yet?
We do not have a name. I cannot think of a name for the life of me, and it'll probably be like one of those things where I'm like, okay, that's it. Because when I write songs, it's either I sit down and I write the song all at once, and if I can't finish a song in one sitting, it'll just leave my brain and I'll never be able to do it again.
And how many songs? Like how many? 12 or what?
I think it's like 12.
You've got major label record interests on you, for your project, and there's a lot of good things in your future. We're not really going to like clap chase or call out those people that are offering you deals, but it's pretty substantial, folks. So you're getting a very inside look at this young lady's career on the Eagle, in this very intimate recording studio, and like what she's already done for us, she knocked it out of the park. Like her and Mike just killed it, so it sounds great.
These are live recordings. Like we're not cutting and pasting. We're not tracking. These are totally live. These guys are this good at the music that they play. These guys and girls. Excuse me.
Once again, thank you so much for listening and taking the time to watch our show, because like that's how we're going to monetize this eventually, is through YouTube. So I thank you for the work for appreciating the work that Justin and I have put into this project, and to be able to bring you new artists like this. Like that's something special. That's why he did this, and we had this vision. So we're going to pop in. Like I said, I'm going to kick it over to talent and let them entertain you one more time. And thank you again for spending some time with me. Go ahead. You want to say it?
We'll see you on the Eagle.
1, 2, 3.
The moon is out, the sky is black. All my past I'm leaving in my tracks. I tread that crooked path. White lighter in my pocket, I ain't never coming back. Lay down my life and take my soul. Take me down to the crossroads. Take me down. Take me down. 19 going on 27. Ain't no way they're letting me into heaven. And when I finally reach the end, I'll be greeted with a feast of friends. Lay Take me down. Take me down. Take me down to the crossroads. Take me. I don't have nowhere to go. Take me.
Before we go, we want to thank our videographer. She also does some graphic work for us and a couple of other things as well. Hannah Starr, Grant's wife.
Hannah too.
And we also obviously want to thank this very talented Hana McCartney here. She's a Lakeland, Florida local, which is, you know, the area we're from. So
Give a shout out to your Insta.
Yeah.
Give a shout out to your Insta. Look them right in there and tell them where to find you.
Hana McCartney official on every platform.
And you got like 10K followers, so you're crushing it already. So thank you once again for being here. Mike, thank you.
Hey guys, what's up? Mike Williams and Hana McCartney here. We're gonna play another song on.
I'm sorry.